You're not truly tired. You're unfocused. Your energy drains before the day even starts. Not because you're incapable, but because everything around you demands attention from all sides. Alerts, time limits, obligations, and expectations you never consciously accepted. Musashi believed that energy doesn't disappear. It escapes. Every incomplete responsibility, every interruption, every time you measure yourself against others, each one quietly pulls strength away from you. Most people never notice how much energy they lose simply by reacting to everything happening around them. Burnout isn't a modern problem. It's a human one. Throughout history, people have lost their strength in the same way, by spreading their focus too thin, pursuing too many things at once, and allowing noise to overpower purpose. Musashi avoided this by reducing his life to what truly mattered. Simplicity gave him clarity. Clarity led to direction, and direction created lasting energy. Chapter 1. Before Fear Grows Stronger. Chapter 1. Before fear grows stronger. Most people lose energy not because life is unbearable, but because they hesitate. They delay, overanalyze, and allow fear to gain momentum until it weakens them from within. You recognize this feeling, wanting to begin something but giving your thoughts enough time to stop you. Each delay builds pressure. Every cycle of overthinking quietly drains more strength. Musashi understood this long before science put words to it. In one of his early victories, he faced Shishido Baiken, a master of the chain and sickle. Many fighters froze the moment they saw the weapon spinning. That brief pause alone was enough to be defeated. But Musashi knew hesitation gives fear room to expand. Instead of retreating, he moved forward immediately. The fight ended quickly, not because Musashi was physically stronger, but because he denied doubt even a moment to settle. The victory wasn't the true lesson. The real lesson was what hesitation does to the spirit. Your energy fades not when you take action, but when you delay. When you let thoughts pile up. When you allow fear to expand. When you wait for the perfect moment that never arrives. Musashi's approach was straightforward. Act before your thoughts make the path confusing. The quicker you step into what you've been avoiding, the less control fear holds, and the more energy you regain. Chapter 2. Stand where you're strong. Chapter 2. Stand where you're strong. Most people burn out because they attempt to confront every problem directly. When pressure comes from all sides, they stiffen, rush decisions, and drain their energy reacting instead of placing themselves wisely. You recognize this when life presents multiple challenges at once. Everything feels urgent, and you're left exhausted before real progress begins. Musashi encountered a similar situation during his clash with the Yoshioka clan. After defeating two of their leaders, he walked into an ambush set by dozens of fighters. Anyone else would have panicked, but Musashi neither charged ahead nor retreated without thought that he moved to higher ground, placing himself where only one opponent could reach him at a time. The ambush failed because Musashi controlled the position, not the confusion. The victory wasn't the point. The lesson was what positioning does to your energy. You don't need to fix everything at once. You don't need to answer every demand. You only need to stand where you're strongest. When you place yourself with purpose, mentally or physically, problems feel smaller, choices become clearer, and your energy comes back. Musashi prevailed because he chose the ground, not the pressure. Chapter 3. Win before you swing. Win before you swing. Most people drain their energy fighting battles that don't matter. Arguments, comparisons, unnecessary conflicts, internal debates. All of it steals strength long before real challenges arrive. Your day feels heavy because you fight everything, even things that never required a fight. Musashi learned to win before the sword ever left its sheath. In one recorded encounter, he defeated an opponent without landing a single strike. Rather than clashing blades, he relied on timing, movement, and presence to unsettle his challenger. The man stepped back, realizing he had already lost. Musashi understood that not every fight deserves force. Some are decided through clarity alone. The lesson was simple. Energy is lost through unnecessary struggle. You don't grow tired from the major battles. You grow tired from the small, constant ones you never needed to fight. Not every message requires a response. Not every comment deserves a reaction. Not every thought needs your attention. Win by choosing carefully. Protect your energy for what truly matters. Chapter 4. Stillness sharpens the blade. Stillness sharpens the blade. Your mind loses energy each time it wanders, switches tasks, or divides itself among distractions. You notice it when you begin one task, then immediately check your phone, open another tab, or think about what comes next before finishing the first. A scattered mind becomes a drained mind. Musashi trained his stillness through art, painting birds, landscapes, and warriors with the same care he applied to combat. He believed the brush and the sword followed the same discipline. When he painted, he wasn't multitasking or seeking stimulation. He was fully present, focused on one movement at a time. That focus became a source of energy, not a loss. The paintings were not the lesson. The lesson was how stillness strengthens the mind. Energy grows when your attention stops jumping. When you give one thing your full focus, your mind stops losing strength to distraction. Modern life encourages doing many things at once. Musashi teaches mastering one thing deeply and allowing that stillness to refine everything else. You want routines to remain perfect, conditions to stay stable, and life to fit neatly into your plans. But the moment things change, a problem appears, someone lets you down, or a day falls apart. You lose energy trying to force everything back into order. Musashi's strength came from adaptability. During his years of travel, he slept outdoors, trained in forests, faced unexpected challengers, and learned from everyone he met, farmers, monks, artists. Nothing was predictable, yet instead of resisting discomfort, he adapted to it. The lesson was clear: rigidity drains you. Adaptability restores you. Energy moves freely when you stop fighting reality and begin working with it. When you allow days to shift, people to change, and plans to adjust, you preserve strength instead of wasting it. Musashi didn't remain strong because life was easy. He remained strong because he moved with life, not against it. Chapter 6. The Strength Behind Restraint. The Strength Behind Restraint. Most people believe energy means intensity, pushing harder, doing more, forcing progress through obstacles. But much of your exhaustion comes from applying strength in the wrong direction. You try to power through situations instead of understanding them. Historical records describe a well-known encounter between Musashi and Muzo Ganasuke, a highly skilled master of the staff. Instead of matching strength with strength, Musashi relied on a simple cross-sword technique to block every attack. Ganasuke couldn't break the structure and eventually conceded. Musashi spent no extra effort. He allowed structure to carry the work. The lesson was that structure preserves energy. You don't burn out because you work hard. You burn out because your systems are weak. Your routines lack clarity. Your boundaries aren't firm. Your habits aren't aligned. Build structure, and effort becomes lighter. Even the strongest opponents, stress, pressure, doubt, lose power when met with stability instead of force. Chapter 7. Timing is stronger than force. Timing is stronger than force. You lose energy every time you rush, rushing decisions, rushing growth, rushing results. Impatience drains you faster than work ever could. You feel tired not because progress is slow, but because you demand it to be immediate. Musashi understood the power of timing better than anyone. In his duel with Sasaki Kojiro, he didn't attempt to overpower him. Kojiro was faster, taller, and more refined. Instead, Musashi controlled time, arriving late, choosing the sun's position, watching Kojiro's tension build, then acting at the exact moment his opponent's focus slipped. The victory wasn't the lesson. The lesson was that energy returns through rhythm and patience. Your life doesn't exhaust you. Your urgency does. Move with timing, not panic. Let things unfold when they are ready. When you stop forcing results, you stop draining yourself. Chapter 8. The Cave of One Direction. The Cave of One Direction. Your energy breaks apart when your life moves in too many directions. You want success, but avoid discipline. You want peace, yet keep habits that create disorder. You want clarity, but surround yourself with constant noise. A divided life creates a divided spirit, and a divided spirit is always exhausted. Musashi spent his final years in a cave, known as Ryagando, writing and reflecting in near silence. He removed everything except what aligned with his path. No distractions, no unnecessary obligations, just one man, a brush, and a lifetime of understanding. The isolation wasn't the lesson. The lesson was that alignment creates lasting energy. When your actions, habits, and intentions all move in the same direction, you stop losing strength. Life feels simpler. Your mind feels lighter. Your energy becomes steady. Endless energy isn't mystical. It's what happens when nothing inside you is working against you. In the end, Musashi didn't build endless energy by being superhuman. He created it by removing everything that pulled him away from himself. And you can do the same. Cut what drains you. Keep what strengthens you. Move with clarity, not confusion. When your life points in one direction, your energy becomes unstoppable.